morning to you from Globales Binimar here in the beautiful island of Menorca. So this isn't going to be a room and food review or anything like that. I'm just going to do a little wander about, saying what I see what I say. Usual score. Been here for just over a week. Let's say it's a 3-star accommodation, and what you need to do is remember that fact. When it comes to the food, the accommodation is perfectly adequate here. It's not luxury by any stretch of the imagination. There's absolutely tons of entertainment going on all day. The children's reps are absolutely fabulous. They work very, very, very hard. 10 out of 10 for them. Very engaging with the kids. And they're not too pushy either. They don't try and get people to join in stuff. There is stuff for adults as well. There was just some aerobics on in the pool not that long ago, and that was for the adults. Yesterday there was water polo, would you call it, or water, swimming pool, volleyball, that kind of thing, splashing about basically, and that was on the go yesterday. But it's, I would say, 90% full of British people here. The predominant tour operator is Jet2, and 1 or 2 others come here. You can also book directly with the hotel or through the likes of booking.com. And there seems to be a small but significant contingent of people from Poland as well who have come with TUI, and that's pretty much it. I've heard 1 or 2 other foreign tongues above and beyond those 2, possibly booked direct with the hotel to come here, 1 or 2 Spanish as you might expect, but no, it's predominantly British, it has to be said. So, what do we have? So, it's all on and 1st and 2nd floor apartments, and nicely spaced out in well-kept gardens, as you can see. Although this grass probably needs a little bit of a cut, but then again, saying that, this time of year when the temperature is so high, it's best to leave a bit of grass on. A few little housekeeping trucks knocking about right at this moment because it's middle of the day. It's about 1:30. Lunch will be in full swing. We'll go past there shortly. There's what is there? 3 pools. There's the main pool, advertised as the adults pool, although it's at least 50% full of children, of course. There's a children's play pool, a smaller pool with a nice little water feature. We'll come to that shortly. And a little a couple of inches deep splash pool for the really small ones. So well catered for with pools. None of them get rowdy, none of them get excessively packed, I have to say. They are pretty busy. It is middle of the holiday season, as you can see there on the map. The 3 swimming pools and the numbers of all the apartments that are here. There's a supermarket which sells a lot of essential stuff that you may need, including things like nappies and ice creams and drinks for your fridge. Because they're all apartments here, everyone's got a small array of facilities in their room, cooking facilities, a fridge, that sort of thing within the apartment, so you can buy yourself some stuff there. This is very popular with the young ones. The big red bucket tips over every few minutes, cascading water absolutely over everything. Just straight ahead of us there is the stage and entertainment area, which has something on every single night. Normally at about 8 o'clock they have a kids disco, and followed by sort of bingo, raffle, that kind of stuff that you can pay to enter, and followed by, well, I was going to say adult entertainment, but you know what I mean, entertainment for the elder people, usually tribute acts of some description. There was supposed to be karaoke last night, but I'm not sure if that actually happened or not. It was certainly going around trying to find people that wanted to sing, but I headed off to bed way before then. And once you get down here, here's the little shallow pool for the really small ones. It is a pretty laid-back vibe, I have to say, other than the morning clunk, as I call it, the hour to hour and a half of people waiting by the pools to bag a sun lounger. Now every night the sunlight loungers are locked away and released in the morning, somewhere between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock. I think it was about 8:45 this morning. I have seen it as early as 8:20. But people start congregating all around, near bagging their shade, if you like, underneath the various shades. From, well, I've seen them there before 7:30 in the morning, and yeah, it's quite interesting to see. But once they come and unlock the sun loungers, then there's a massive kerfuffle of people all grabbing them, putting their towels down, and then going off to breakfast. I think it's essentially the order of the day. Lunch is underway there. That's the main restaurant there. There is a second restaurant which is open for breakfast and dinner in the evening. It's almost like just an overflow restaurant really for the two busiest meals, i.e. breakfast and dinner. Has exactly the same things in it. A bit quieter, I suppose you could say, a bit smaller. It can be quite frenetic. One recommendation I would give, if you've not got anyone that needs to eat at a particular time, or the younger kids, then you want to settle them down quite early, would be to avoid the first hour or so of the restaurant opening, because that does tend to be the busiest. And yeah, it can be a bit of a bun fight, to say the least. Now we've got some, like a sports court here. I haven't actually seen this in use much. I saw a couple of kids running around in there with a football the other day, but it's absolutely scorching hot during the day, so do not step on the flowers. That's okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just on the grass. Apparently there is a laundry. I've not actually been down there, but that's underneath I keep wanting to say tennis court, but the sports pitch there. Multi-sports pitch. And this is the back end of the hotel. You can get out. There's a luggage room down here, and the reason the luggage room is down here is certainly the Jet 2 buses seem to pick up those departing to go home from here, as opposed to outside the front of the hotel. And as you can see, there's a few just loading up their coaches, ready to head off to Mahon Airport. If you go out this rear entrance here, you can get down to the little tiny beach that there is in a very picturesque cove. If you like snorkeling, it's ideal. There's lots of rocks. The beach isn't particularly big. It's quite enclosed by the rocks on each side, so as a result of that, it's not particularly breezy either, so it gets quite warm down there. That would be my take on it. It's just a little sandy cove really, with a bar and some toilets and some sand. So it's heading back up. As you can see, the apartments all look nice. It's well appointed. As I say, there's housekeeping busy getting rooms ready at the moment for the new arrivals and cleaning up after those that have departed today. But it seems quite busy like that every day. There's no particular day of arrival and departure as such. Seem to have some every single day of the week. don't know if this is the same for all the apartments. The air conditioning is just about okay. When you get your card to unlock the door, which you then need to slide into a slot to activate the electricity in the room, apart from the fridge, that doesn't switch off obviously, and so you can't really leave the aircon on while you're not there, because you need to take the key with you. So it can, if you've been out for most of the day, take a little while to cool the room down in the evening, but yeah, it's okay, it's adequate. We're on the outside now. This is just kind of the road leading from the front ahead of me to the back end of the hotel where I was a few moments ago, where some people getting on their coach to head back to the airport. Some shops up here. If you go up to the end here, turn right, there's a whole host of shops and a sort of a bar and restaurant area called Jimmy Hill's. That I don't know how busy that gets tonight. I've walked around there during the daytime. It wasn't particularly busy. Lots of access points where you can get in and out. Here comes the coach back to the airport. Bye everyone. Most of the activities during the day obviously are centred around the pools. The activities for, well, most of the pool activities at least will be at the main pool here. There's a bar here as well that opens probably from about 11 o'clock I think till 5. The main bar down by the restaurant behind me is open from 10 until midnight, maybe 11:45, something like that. And there's the main pool and the bar here. It's fairly quiet out here today. I think it's quite a big changeover day today. It's a Sunday, seems to be a lot of coming and going, so I guess those that are departing are not wanting to get too wet and hot by the pool, and those that are arriving haven't arrived yet. So it's relatively quiet in there. Now then, all inclusive. It does offer, this place does offer other board options, from bed and breakfast, half board, full board, and all inclusive. So all inclusive is a range of local drinks at the bars. If you want premium spirits, that kind of thing, premium beers, you can pay extra for those. It's cashless, so you will need to have your card on your phone with you, or your card itself. The shop sells extra bits of food if you want stuff in your apartment. There's also a paid for snack bar as well, where you can buy pizzas and things like that. That's not included in the all-inclusive. The restaurants, so you've got 2 for breakfast, one's opens I think at 7:30, 9 until 11:30, and the other one's 8 till 10, and then in between, for all inclusive only, there's a brunch. So half the restaurant's closed off, the other half is left open, where you can grab brunch, which is just a smaller version of breakfast really. You can get coffee and fruit juice and stuff like that. And then they have snacks in the afternoon after lunch from about 4 till 5:30, something along those lines. The snacks, which again is just a smaller version of what was available at lunchtime. And then of course there's lunch and dinner. Breakfast and dinner, as I say, is at the second restaurant. There's the kids club there. They do a couple of hours in the afternoon where you can send the kids if they want to go and play some games and what have you. And some will and some won't, I guess. But yeah, there's a snack menu, takeaway snack menu, prices there, I don't know, usual chicken Caesar wrap, €3.90. And we come back to the reception. Don't necessarily need to go through reception. I'm actually going to go through there now because there's just been a big coach arrival of new guests, and they're all queuing up patiently to get their keys for their room. They can hire some scooters as well. I've no idea how much that costs. If you want to hire a safe for your room, it's, again, I can't fully remember the actual price. It's something along the lines of €35 for a week and €7 per day. So dependent on your duration, it'll be made up of those two figures, plus a €10 deposit for the key, which obviously you'll get back at the end. And that's it. There we go. Globales Binimar here on the island of Menorca. It's 3-star, so expect 3-star. It certainly does what it says on the tin. I actually think it's a pretty good place, good value for money, and I would come here again for sure. It's definitely for families and for the younger aged children and families with younger children in their party, without any shadow of a doubt. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Just a little walk around, that's all it is. I'm not going to do anything in the room. My room is a complete mess and will give you a complete and utter wrong impression. But it's comfortable, it's got everything you would need and more really, as I'm on all-inclusive here, and I've also got the benefit of self-catering facilities, i.e. most importantly of all, the fridge. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.